grab the whole wide world away.
To Melissa, whatever you sell it, we buy it because you have proven.
Don't you stop loving.
It's selling less than $20.
Why does spending $10 on a latte or $40 on ordering some food out feel so good? Like, it's just coffee, right? I can literally make the same thing at home. I should be making the same thing at home. But somehow it just hits different when you go into the store, someone else makes it for you, you pick it up and you walk out. You know, it don't even taste different. Mentally, it don't even taste different. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of micro-luxuries, those small indulgences that we justify over and over again. And trust me, it is not just about the stuff. I just told you, there's a feeling behind it. It's about how those little splurges are taking over pop culture, our wallets, and honestly, our mental health. So what is micro-luxury? It's basically when you treat yourself to small, affordable indulgences that feel like a big deal, that make you feel important, valued, whatever it is that your brain has made that out to be. That's what a micro-luxury is. Think about that $50 lipstick that you got from Dior, or the $40 Aesop soap that you don't really need, or just that $12 avocado toast that you got from your local shop down the street. It's not about owning a yacht. It's about making your Tuesday feel luxe, feel bougie, feel special. And don't act like you don't do it. We all do it. We've all convinced ourselves that we deserve it. Maybe it's a post-breakup splurge, or you just convince yourself after that Zoom meeting that you really need this little thing to pick you up. Whatever the excuse, those little micro-luxuries give you that serotonin boost in your brain that just you need when life feels blah, when life feels meh. But let's talk science. When you buy that small luxury, you get a dopamine hit. It's the same thing when you're scrolling on TikTok, right? Every new video gives you that dopamine hit. That little feel-good chemical that says, yeah, I earned this. Yeah, I deserve this. Why can't I spend an extra 5-10 minutes scrolling? I should be able to do this. I deserve this. And this is called emotional compensation. When life feels stressful, when life really is getting to you, a little splurge feels like it's going a long way. You feel like you got a quick win. And then there's the treat culture, which I talked about in my other video. You hear this everywhere. Treat yourself, okay? You deserve it. Why not? Life's too short. All those little statements of that you deserve it, you should have it right now, fall into the psychology, this part of what we're talking about. And this whole vibe, this whole thing started with self-care, right? You deserve it. You should have this. You worked hard. You should definitely go out for that extra treat that you don't need, right? Brands caught on and of course added it to their marketing. Now everything is a you deserve it. Life is too short. Tomorrow is not promised. Go after it. Pretty much everything is now. So now we don't just drink coffee. We drink matcha lattes with oat milk. Don't get me wrong, I'm lactose intolerant myself, but extra $2 for that milk, extra $1 for the matcha, extra this, extra that. Before you know it, you're at $10 for a small coffee, a small latte. We don't light candles anymore. It is now soy, ethically sourced, local boutique down the street. Not saying there's anything bad with it, but those are all little things, plus $1, plus $2, plus $3. Because we've been trained to think that $10 latte that you got is not just a drink. It's a moment, right? There's all these other things behind it. There is, like I said, the matcha latte with the oat milk, frosted and whipped and this and that. It's a moment. It's a thing that you feel like I'm getting to live in this experience. Pop culture has been hyping micro-luxuries forever. In my other video, I referenced definitely, you deserve it. Treat yourself, right? We've been hearing this a lot. Carrie Bradshaw spent half of her paychecks on shoes and on shopping. Cosmos, going out. Didn't have money for rent, but had money for shoes and bags and stuff.
25 days to either find the money to buy my place, or I am out on the street.
Do you have any other income besides the column?
No. But I was chosen as New York Magazine's best pick for city columnist. I was the pick over Pete Hamill.
What about your assets outside the bank? Property? Stocks? Bonds?
No.
Okay, Emily in Paris. A croissant on the street real quick. In Paris, an experience. Oh, wow. A livelihood, a lifestyle. Cappuccino in one hand, croissant in the other. $10, $10, $20 just in two hands, just walking down the street to go to the office. You could have just made that yourself or bought a box of it, each one being a net dollar, maybe net $2. Save yourself quite a bit of money in the long run. But that $20 that you're spending every day to go into the office, and you go into the office 5 days a week, that's $100. That's 1 week. You're talking $400 in a month. Do you see how it's adding up? And don't get me started on Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube, with influencers who constantly open up $100 serums for their faces, $500 bags, $500 shoes. And I'm not saying I am exempt from this, all right? But that is the world we live in now, right? And boom, you're hiding into a car faster than you can even say, oh my God, what did I even get? Why is this even gonna work for me? The amount of things serums that I bought for my face because somebody said it was amazing, I buy it for my face and I break out. And I just spent $100+ on this. Please make it make sense. And all these companies, they got the memo. All right. They see that way. You're willing to spend money on an experience, even though it's the same thing you can get at home. But because now we've added this whole other dimension to it, you're going to spend that $10, $20 that you didn't need to spend. It's going to be $2 max for 1 bag of coffee and free with water that you have from your tap. Even though you should filter it, because I do have reverse osmosis water, just saying. But, hello? $2 versus $20, which one makes sense? But they know that, hey, if we market this as an experience, we market this as a livelihood, a lifestyle people want to niche into, they want to get into that lifestyle, they will pay the money it takes to get into it. So you feel like you're in on something exclusive. You want to be treated, you know? And on the flip side, for the companies, it's not cute candles and dopamine hit, even though they know they're going to use the dopamine hit to get you. For starters, it's a huge moneymaker. If they're curating an experience for you, an influencer comes onto the internet and says, oh, there is this brand or there's this thing I like. Unless, again, they should be transparent, whether it's sponsored or not, they should be. But you want to make sure this person that you're following legitimately uses these things. These are actually integrated into your life. For you to actually just buy what they're saying, they know how to hook us. And sometimes these little splurges end up becoming serious spending. And you find out, add to cart, because it says free shipping though, because there's free shipping. You're gonna buy. Let's say you get a $7 latte 5 days a week. You're looking at $1,820, approximately $1,800 in a year. $7 lattes, 5 days a week. And most lattes aren't even $7 anymore. They're like $10 starting out now. So where are we going with this? You're looking at $2,000 a year on coffee. And then there's the environmental impact. Most likely not recyclable, which it may say a little recycle thing on it. If you're lucky, it may get recycled. I would love to see that happen. But a lot of times these things don't get recycled. They just end up in a landfill. We overproduce and overproduce and overproduce. Where is that stuff going? How is this good for our planet? You know? Yeah, you may say, okay, fine, I deserve it. But if you really are environmentally conscious, then no, maybe you should not go to that coffee house or that coffee shop and get a new cup every day. Maybe bring your own cup, at least save that money. And I know when I worked at Starbucks, if you brought your own cup, you got a discount. Don't know if they still do it, but that definitely makes sense. Bring your own cup, your own recyclable cup. At least save something for the environment, save something. So yeah, micro-luxuries may feel like, oh, it's self-care, but is it really self-care if it's not really gonna be great for the planet? The same place you're living in, where your air that you breathe in is now going to terrible quality, getting crazy, crazy extremes when it comes to weather. Polar caps are melting. Is it really that good? Is it really that sustainable for you? Is that really self-care in the long run? And I'll be real, at the end of the day, micro-luxuries are not going anywhere. I don't think they are anytime soon. And I don't necessarily know if every single micro-luxury is a bad thing. I don't think it is. The whole point of this is that when you are mindlessly swiping your card for something that you consider your own little treat yourself good, maybe think, pause, and reflect on how much environmental damage this is doing, how much money you're spending, and just in general, like, what am I doing this for? Is it because I've been conditioned by social media or by the idea that I need this to make myself feel good? Now I've trained my brain to feel that every time I have a Zoom meeting or I have a Teams meeting, I now have to have the coffee after from this specific coffee place. Like sometimes it's habit that you've coded into your brain. I think micro luxuries are great because they make us feel special when times are tough. And I don't think we necessarily need to cut them out. It's just taking that time to pause, light your candles, get your coffees, all right? Get your little micro luxuries, do what you want to do. But think about it just for 1 second. And I hope this video does that. That's the whole point of this video, just to help you be like, wait. And again, I talk from experience. I would get coffee all the time when I would go to the office. But now I make my own coffee at home. Same thing. I get the same effect now. Now it's my little treat myself at home. Now I say, oh, that's my little treat myself at home before I get to the office. I rewired my brain to see it as treating myself in my own home for free, or at least at a reduced cost, because one bag of coffee is what, $15, $20, and I'm making maybe 30, 40 cups from that. That's really, really affordable compared to the $10 coffee, $5 coffee I may be spending somewhere. Don't forget to check out my video on the psychology of why we love designer dupes. That feeling of getting away with something we all love. It's all the feeling, right? What is your favorite little indulgences? I mentioned some of mine. But yeah, let me know. If you've loved this dive into micro luxuries and the psychology of spending, don't forget to hit that like button and share this with someone that you think it could be helpful for, just to take a break, just to take a pause right before you swipe that card and get into more debt. And until next time, bye.